Good morning, everyone. I, Dr. Papri Das, on behalf of School of IT, Oro University, extend to you all a very warm and hearty welcome. As application development continues to evolve, the demand for teams to rapidly deliver software that can scale and evolve to meet customer needs has never been higher. Front-end development frameworks are key to making that happen. These frameworks are where the work for the layout, logic, and application is executed. These browser-based systems require JavaScript, CSS, HTML, and other web standard technologies. So how do you choose which framework is best for you? To learn about one of the framework, today we have with us Mr. Pawan Sharma. We'll be speaking on mobile apps development using React Native Framework. We welcome you, sir, on behalf of Oro University. Mr. Pawan Sharma has done BTech in Computer Science and has qualified GATE exams 2 times. He has also qualified CCNA exam and having more than 8 years of experience in mobile application development. He has developed 20 plus mobile applications using Android, iOS, and React Native Framework. In 2018, he has established his own IT company, Trisha Softtech, and currently he is running his company as a CEO and managing director in Noida. His company is dealing in client side and R&D side. Dear participant, welcome to Oro University webinar series. Please enjoy the session and gain maximum out of it. You can type your questions in the QA box. Over to you, Mr. Pawan Sharma, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Good morning, guys. Good morning to all of you. Today I'm going to deliver the webinar on the React Native app development. Okay. So before starting on the React Native application development, firstly we have to understand how many way we have to create a mobile application. Okay, so there are two type of application in the industry side. One is the hybrid application and another one is the native application. So we have to understand the difference between the hybrid one and the native one. Okay, hybrid application are those applications which are run on the browser side as well as mobile side. If you're taking some example like Facebook is a hybrid type application because you can also run on the browser side as well as you can run on the mobile side. But when we are talking about the native application are purely run on the mobile side, like Android as well as iOS window. Okay, so we have the technology of Android application development as well as iOS application development and Windows application development in before 2014. So in the 2014 the Facebook introduced this technology. This is the basically comes from the JavaScript side. Okay, so before 2014 we are creating the mobile application from by using Android development as well as iOS using Swift or Objective-C, or we can say that by using window. And there are so many other way through which we are creating the application. Okay, now hey, so what is the benefit, why we are choosing the React Native? Is there any plus point why we are if we are talking about, sir, we know the Android app development as well as iOS app development, so why we are going with the React one? Okay, we have a two technology already in our hand. So is there any plus point? Yes, we have. Okay, what is that plus point? Okay guys, so I'm going to tell you the main benefit. Suppose we are going to do some task. Okay, and if we are talking about in the engineering side, there are, I think, 3 maths in semester 1, semester 2, in semester 3. Okay, so if there is some topic which are common in both 3 mathematics, so I have to prepare that topic only one time, then I'm going to perform all that topic in 3 semester. Okay, basically it's saving our time. Okay, so the same thing if we are creating some mobile application. So before 2014 we are creating those application on the Android app development using Android Studio or Eclipse. Okay, so we have to do the lot of code. Okay, standalone code. And similarly I have to create that application for iOS side by using Xcode, uh, using Swift, or either Objective C. But using the React Native, I have to perform the code only one time. It means to say we have to deliver the we have to create the code only one time, and that code is compatible on the Android side as well as iOS side. Okay, so that will be the plus point. It's basically called as the code reusability. Okay, and in the another one, it this is the cross-platform application. Okay, so through the React one, we can create the cross-platform application that can't be possible using the Android as well as iOS. So this is the major difference between the Android, iOS, and React one. Okay, so now so what is the basic need of the React? What are the software we have to work on the React side? Okay, so here I'm going to tell you there are some software. Okay, I'm going to share that screen also. That screen is not sharing. Okay, go share. Okay, so this is the screen. Now here you can see this. If you're working on the React side, so first which software you have to use? You have to download Node.js. Okay, you can download the Node.js from here. So this is the link. Okay, you can install the Node.js. Then after that there are some other software you have to use, like Visual Studio is basically for code editor. Okay, so the second software is Visual Studio. Okay, you can download the Visual Studio from here. And don't worry guys, I'm going to send all the links to you from where you have to find out this software. Okay, after the session. So either you can go with the community one or the enterprises, whichever you want. Okay, now apart from that, the another software is you have to use is Android Studio. You can download the Android Studio also. I already download the Android these all software, so I'm going to directly start with the coding part. From here you can download the Android Studio. Okay, Okay, after downloading the Node.js, Visual Studio as well as the Android Studio, okay, now what you have to do, okay, there are some another software you have to download Git is basically for storing your project on the GitHub site, so you can also download the Git, but that is not mandatory. Git is not mandatory, remember. There are only three software which are the mandatory. One is the Node.js, another one is the Visual Studio. Visual Studio is basically for code editor, and the Android Studio. Android Studio basically is using for testing the application. Okay, and Git is basically for uploading your all the project to the cloud, GitHub site. Okay, so from here you can download the Git. Now, after that, what you have to do, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to share my screen. Just give me a second. Okay. After download all this software, you can start your CMD command prompt. Okay. So here I'm going to close this one. Okay. Screen sharing is stopped. No problem. I'm going to also open the CMD and share the screen one more time. Okay, here. So when you're on your CMD side, what you have to do, you have to just check which npm you are using. Okay, so there is some commands basically through which you can create the application from the in the React side. Okay, so what is the command? React hyphen native init. Okay, React hyphen native init is just basically for initialize the project. Okay, React hyphen native means to say these applications are work on the native side. Native means stand-alone mobile side, either in iOS, either in Android. Okay, so initialize the app name. So what is the app name? You can put any name. Okay, so I'm going to give the application name as AURO. Okay, now you have to click enter. Okay, now this will walk through the creating new React Native project. Okay, would direct up that is directly creating your React Native application. Okay, so there are also some commands to npm start. You can there is no need to start your npm because directly it start your npm. It's very smart. So you have to wait because there are so many coding are running back in the background side. Loading some libraries. So here I'm going to tell you what is the command for creating a one application. You have to go to your CMD site, and there is a command is react hyphen native space init for initialize the app name, and you have to give the app name. App name is basically depending on your site, whatever name you want to suggest, you can choose. Okay, but remember, never take the some famous application name because it's a copyright act. Okay, like Facebook, Insta, there is please don't choose those names. And side by side you have to open your Android Studio. So here I'm going to open my Android Studio. Guys, it takes some time. I don't want to waste my time. Okay, so further I'm going to continue with the next part. Okay, so just give me a second. I'm going to stop sharing this screen and share my another screen. That's okay, fine. So here I'm going to tell you from where you have to get the material for how you can create the application, and from where you have to get the some projects or some kind of topics, and how you can differentiate, how you can choose this technology is good or not, because there are so many confusion. Because in the industry side there are a lot of technologies are in the market, machine learning, Python, uh, or whenever the new technologies comes, so we have to select the trending technology, because we don't want to fight in the some complex technology. We have to select the trending technology. So React is also a trending technology. So guys, meanwhile I'm going to tell you, this is my channel name, APK Global. Okay, in this channel site I'm going to upload the Android as well as React videos. Okay, right now you can't find the React one. I will upload soon, and also the iOS videos. Okay, so this channel will help you to work on the Android, iOS and React side. Okay, now this is my company, Trisha Soft Tech. Okay, now whenever I'm going to make my career in any kind of technology, I have to select I have to I have to select the technology based on the current situation. Okay, and at least I'm targeting near 15 years. Okay, so whether within 15 years that technology it is in the boom or not. Okay, so here there is an answer from Steve Jones. He's saying the React technology is good as compared to Angular and other technology. Okay, for the mobile application development. Okay, you can check it out. You can see there are a lot of applications are creating on the React side. Okay, this is the graph. This graph, sorry, sorry. This graph will show you the React is a very big brand technology. Okay, why I'm going to say that the React is the big brand technology, because Facebook introduced this technology from the JS side, JavaScript side. And is there any big application did you know which are creating from the React side? That is the Instagram. Okay, so Instagram is the application. We are creating the Instagram application using the React native side. Okay, and apart from that, if we are talking about, sir, we are in the fresher side. If we are going and approaching some jobs, so what will be the minimum package if we are talking about? So the minimum package is up to you, because totally depending on your technical skills. Okay, so it's around 4 lakh to 7 lakh, and when you get some experience of 1 to 3 years, so you will get 6 lakhs to 15 lakhs. And if you're getting more than 8 years experience, so minimum 15 lakh. Okay, so money is the major factor. Okay, everyone wants to earn the money in their career. So if we are talking about some technology, so the one point I have to put in my mind, if I'm choosing that React one, so after the 5 years, what is my package? Okay, on that time. So here you can do the research on the React side. So there's a lot of expertise are saying React is a very good technology for making your career. Okay, now the next point is, just give me a second. Okay, I'm going to stop the sharing and stop another screen. Okay, switch the screen. share. Okay, here the application is created. Okay, here you can see this application created automatically. There is no need to do anything. Okay, and the plus point is whenever you are going to perform the coding, so you don't know what will be the next step. So this is the smart framework. Okay, so it tell you what will be the next step. Okay, so what is the major advantage when we are creating the React application? We can create the cross platform application. Okay, we can create the Android application as well as iOS application, okay, with the single code. Okay, so here what so my application is created. Now you are going to say that sir, can you show me the code of that project so we can confirm that this project is created or not, and what is the workspace location, okay, where this project is saved. So I'm going to show you the project location. Just give me a second. Okay, okay guys, firstly I have to create for the Android one, then I'm going to show you. So how you can create the application for Android. So there is a code. The code is React hyphen native run hyphen, or you can say that just give me a second. Pawan Sharma or sir. Okay guys, here I'm going to show you the project location. Here you can see this. My location is depending on the path space. Okay, so the path space is my under the username Pawan Sharma. So here I give the application name is Oro, and I have to click enter over here. So here you can see this code is automatically generated. Okay, text, Android, iOS modules part, as well as there is a app indexing. Okay, and the package we have to provide all the packages. Okay, and in the app side we have to give the application information. Okay, it means to say libraries. So here this is the Android code. Okay, application code. Okay, SRC. If someone is working on the Android side, so they may get the idea what is that code is. So every code is generated automatically. There is no need to do any single line of code. Okay, now after that I'm going to show you the iOS code also. This is the iOS code. Okay, so here if someone is working on the iOS side, so they can get the idea. In the iOS there is a Xcode is, so this Xcode project is the executable file for the iOS one. So this file will help to execute your iOS application. Okay, so how I can run this application? Now the question is how I can run this application in my mobile device. Okay, so the first thing is I am going to tell you, never ever try to use the emulator. Okay, emulator is the virtual mobile. Okay, because in the virtual mobile side you can't do the live testing. Okay, live testing means to say how you can perform the GPS testing in your emulator, how you can do the payment gateway of if you are applying some payment gateway, and how you can make the live transaction. Okay, so the problem is if you are making some company side application, so you have to work on your real device. Okay, so I think everyone having the Android as iOS device. Okay, so if someone is don't have the Android and iOS, because someone having the window one, so they can perform in the emulator. Okay, now here I'm going to stop share this screen and I'm going to share another screen, the command prompt screen. Okay, fine, this one. So here, now what I have to do, just give me a second. I'm going to run this code. Okay, now the question is how I can run the code for the Android one as well as iOS one. So if you're running your application for Android or iOS, you should have Android Studio for iOS, and if you are running your application for iOS, you should have your Mac as well as Xcode. Okay, if you don't have your MacBook, okay, so you can also using VMware, and you can make your window to X, window to iOS, okay, Mac. So that time you can easily run your application on the Windows side. Okay, now the command is react hyphen native run hyphen Android. Okay, so this single command will help you to run your Android application, okay, in your virtual mobile, because right now I'm not connected with my mobile, real mobile. So I'm going to run this application on the virtual mobile. Okay, virtual mobile is, I'm going to show you the virtual mobile. Just give me a second. Okay, so here this is my one of my client application, Hazard. That is the some game application. Okay, now I'm going to run that application in the virtual mobile. Okay, so here I'm going to click on the run. Okay, so that application directly jump to the virtual mobile side. Okay, so this is the virtual mobile. Okay, this is the virtual mobile, or you can say that emulator. In the iOS side, it's named as the simulator. Okay, so I'm going to show you, just give me a second. I think if someone is asking some questions, so my mainly focus on the coding side as well as explaining the things. So if anyone having any doubt, any question, any problem, so after the after the session you can ask to me. I'm going to give your answer, okay, on that time. Okay, just give me a second. Now it's showing running. Just wait. Okay, I'm going to show you the output. That one. So guys, this is the virtual mobile. Okay, it act like a mobile. So here you can see my client application. Actually, virtual mobile will take some time because I'm not going to pay a single penny for that virtual mobile. It's totally free. So that's why it takes some time. Okay. Oh, okay. So here, this is the output. Okay. Now, so guys, I'm going to run the React application on my virtual mobile. But how? I'm going to show you. Okay. So I think this is another option. Come on, bro. Share. So here, my screen is sharing. React hyphen native, okay, space run, because I'm going to run the app, then hyphen uh, Android. Okay, so this is the command. I'm going to click enter, but before that we have to find out the project location. Okay, remember this point. Okay, first we have to find out the correct project location. So what is my project location? CD AURO. My project name is Auro. So this is my project location. I'm going inside this project location, then I'm going to give the command of react hyphen native run hyphen Android, then click enter. Now it takes some time, you have to wait. Okay, you can wait. So basically it takes some time. The 50% execution is done. Okay. Guys, there are so many startups which are run on the mobile application side. Okay, you can also known as Ola, Uber, and as well as if you are talking about Redbus and some kind of Oyo Room. So those application are the biggest example. Okay, so if someone knows the mobile technology, they can make their own startup, because all the business are just an idea. Okay, you have the capability, you have the content, you have the source code, and you have the vision. Okay, just start learning today. Okay, and try yourself. It basically it takes some time. Okay, and sometime you are getting confused that which technology is good or not. So there is no need to do the some kind of confusion. You just start with any technology, either the React one, either the Android, either the Java. Okay, just focus on the single technology. There's no need to do the thing of one day you are starting with PHP, another day you are starting with the .NET. Please don't do that. Otherwise in the final semester you will get so much confusion which technology that your expertise in which technology. Okay, and also focus on your major projects that really help you in your career. If your project has some capability, so you can easily get the job. And please don't buy those projects. Try to make those projects by yourself. Okay, so here I'm going to show you the output. what is the output of that project. So I'm going to open the my virtual mobile emulator. So here you have to wait. I already told you I don't pay a single penny for that emulator, so it takes some time. I have to wait. Okay. I don't know about this. That's all. Okay, here that is the output. Okay, so guys, every time you can create your application and you can run the application on iOS side. Now if you're saying, sir, meanwhile if we are going to create the application for iOS, how you can create the application for iOS? So this is the command. Please note down: react-native run -iOS. Okay, so that command will help you to create the iOS application, okay, for running your iOS application. But I don't have the iOS laptop, so I can't run that application. Okay, now after that what is the next process? Now in the application side, I'm going to explain you the core architecture of the application. So here, just give me a second. I'm going to open the notepad, new share, and this document. Share. Okay, so these are the software which we need to work on the React side: Node.js, JDK, Java, Android Studio, Xcode, Visual Studio, Git. Now this is my email ID. If you have any query, you can contact through my email ID, and that is my WhatsApp number. Okay. So there are some biggest example for the React application is Instagram, Walmart, Facebook ads, and delivery.com. The advantage is basically cross-platform reusability, time and space complexity, and open source. You can't pay a single penny to anyone, and the user experience is so good, and as well as responsive. You know, the responsive means you can run the application either in 5-inch mobile or 7-inch mobile. So the application look like same. Okay, so that is known as the responsive. Okay, so now next point is our core architecture of application. In the core architecture of application, suppose we are going to create any type of application. Firstly, how we can start to create some application? What are the major point in the your engineering side? There is one subject as software engineering. On that subject, you can learn one term is SDLC, software development lifecycle model. Okay, in the SDLC side, someone SDLC tell you how you can design the software through the waterfall model, through the spiral model. There are so many methods. Okay, but the thing is, what is the core architecture for application? How we can create some application? What are the main functionality we have to think, and how many technology we have to focus to create a single application? Suppose I'm going to tell you, I'm going to create one application like blogging application. Okay, that is my idea. Suppose core type of application. Now what is the major point I have to cover on that application? Okay, so the first point is analysis. Analysis is nothing, it's just like fetching your requirement. Okay, so you have to requirement. Okay, and your requirement is depending on the user requirement side. Okay, basically from the application side you have to solve the user problem, like through the Ola and Uber, I can book a cab within a fraction of second. Okay, and the same process if I'm doing with the manually, so I have to call some tour and travels, then I have to book some cabs, so basically it takes some time. Okay, so the first thing is in the application side we have to know mobile application goal. Please remember this point. What is the mobile application goal? Okay, that is the time complexity. Every application are performing some task. Okay, but why I'm going to choose the WhatsApp, why I'm going to choose the Instagram, why I'm going to choose the Facebook, why I'm going to choose the Gmail or Naukri.com? Is there any reason? Because there are so many million of applications similar, like chat application, there are so many social media applications, there are so many YouTube type application. So why we are targeting these application? Is there any reason? The main reason is time complexity. Okay, so that's why we are going to target the Facebook, WhatsApp, this type of application. So if you are making any type of application, first you have to understand through your application how much time it take to perform a single task. If you are making some type of cab booking application, you have to analyze if Uber will generate the cab booking with minimum 1 minute or 2 minutes. So your main target is you have to book a cab within 1 minute or less than 1 minute. Okay, so if you are targeting this point, then only your application is good and you can compete in the market. Okay, so after gathering the requirement, what is your next next point? Wireframe. So what is the wireframe? Wireframe is nothing, it's just a prototype model. Okay, I'm going to show you one of my prototype model, client prototype model. Just give me a second. Needs here. Yeah, this one. Okay, so this is the application wireframe. Basically wireframe is built on the graphic designer side, either on using the Photoshop or any software. You can also build your wireframe through the XD, Adobe XD. Okay, so this is the application icon. Okay, so basically if you are making some application, so you are going to present your application in front of your coordinator, in front of your lecturer. So how you can perform this task? So basically you have to understand what is the minimum requirement. Okay, so if you are making some application, which minimum device it support, what is the maximum device it support. Okay, device means to say operating system. Okay, whether you are using the internet connection, what are the hardware you are using inside your application, GPS or battery or some kind of Bluetooth. Okay, so whether you are using the server side or not, suppose you are going to put your content on the cloud side or not. So and after that, what is the publication cost on the Google Play Store site. That is the $25. Okay, that is the one-time payment. Okay, so these are my application icon. So suppose someone is clicking on the application. So this is only standalone for the client side. So this application will generate for salesman. Okay, so salesman will provide their mobile number and the password, and they can perform the sign in operation. Then after that they can put their daily task, and they can find out their daily map. Okay, they can check how much distance they need to travel, and after the day they can check how much distance they traveled. Okay, they will get the notification through the application if some job is done by the some job is given by the manager side, so they can get the notification in the mobile side. If they want to add some new employee, they can add the new employee team from here. If someone wants to trace the employee, if some manager wants to trace the employee, they can click on the trace employee. Okay, so same thing in the navigation tool. And these are the if someone is going to assign the task. Okay, so I'm just providing all the functionality. Okay, before creating the application, I get the idea what is the application functionality. Okay, here you can see this. Through this I will get complete idea what my application will perform, and in future how it look like. Suppose if someone wants to make some changes inside my application, so I'm going to make that change within a fraction of second. But if the application is completely designed, then someone is going to say, okay, you have to change in the site, so that time it will be difficult to change on that point. Okay, so please, first you have to find out the idea, then you have to make a wireframe. Okay, there is no need to make the wireframe on the PPT side. Either you can make those wireframe on your A4 sheet paper. Okay, now this just complete application. Okay, now after the wireframe, I'm going to show you what is the next point. Okay, so wireframe, either the Adobe XD, you can design Adobe XD site or PPT. Now after designing the wireframe, what is your next step? The next step is UI design. Okay, in the React site you can design the user interface through the CSS. If you have a good knowledge about the CSS, so you can easily make your user design. Okay, because there are some building blocks in the React side, like button, text view, labels. Okay, I'm going to show you, just give me a second. Okay, and as well as in the Android side we are working on the XML side. And if you are talking about in iOS, you can use the drag and drop approach, because in the iOS side in the XML side you can't do the coding. Okay, that is too complex, so it is not easy to make the coding on the iOS side. Okay, now after making the UI design, then you have to perform the functionality. In the functionality side, you just know the JavaScript. There is only one thing, it required only the JavaScript. If you have a knowledge about JavaScript, you can easily make your application. Then second point is, if your application is connecting through the cloud means to a server, so how you can manage those things. Okay, because in the cloud side you have to use the cloud database. Cloud database means to say some kind of Oracle, MySQL. Okay, so I'm going to give you the server, how you can work on the server side. Just give me a second. I'm going to show you the server, guys, because when you are in the college, you have to target how the industry will work. okay, and you have to adopt the culture also. If the industry work on the live server side, you can also work on the live server, okay. Don't to go for the Jamp and WAM server, okay. There is no need to work on those side, okay, because a server is not that much costly. There are so many free servers also available. So here I'm going to give you my server detail, searchkiro.com colon 2082. That is the URL of my server, okay. See panel detail. I'm going to copy and also give to you on the notepad side, okay. That is the URL, and the username is searchke, okay. Searchke is the username, and the password is, just give me a second, okay. The password is pawan@12345. P is capital, okay. pawan@12345. I'm also write down over here. Username is searchke, and the password is pawan@12345. Okay. Now here I'm going to do the login. This is the cloud server, okay, Linux based server. So this server will help you to provide the cloud database, okay. That server also help me to make a dynamic application, because there are two type of application. One is the static one, another one is the dynamic one, okay. And if we are creating a dynamic application like Facebook, okay, Gmail. So in the Gmail side or WhatsApp, we have to just store our data on the cloud side, okay. So this server will help you to put your content on the cloud side, okay. And I give this server credential to you, okay. I already paid some amount for that server, so there is no need to pay a single penny for that server. This is free from my side. You can work on your PHP, .NET, Java, as well as your Python, machine learning, Android, iOS, React. For every technology, you have to use this server. Okay. So, guys, here there is a one thing is I'm going to tell you. For passing your data to the server, you have to use the web service. What is the web services? Basically it's an API, okay, application program interface. What is the application program interface means? The application program interface means I have to pass my message to you, okay. The medium through which I'm going to pass my message to you, that medium is known as the API, okay. So API is basically just holding some information and just providing from source to destination, okay. So how the API will work, okay. Suppose if we are taking some example, like, sir, can you show me any example of API? So I'm going to show you, just give me a second. Here, new share. This is the file manager. File manager means to say some kind of hard disk where I have to put my content, okay. And I have to go in the public HTML directory, public_HTML. So there some folder name, or either I'm going to create some folder. So plus folder, AURO, create folder, and after that this is the folder. I have to store some file inside that folder. So there is the upload option is there. I need to click on that upload and select the file. Suppose I'm going to prefer the file here from the desktop. Tamal sir. Okay. Application development ready. Okay. So guys, I delivered the training in HRD ministry. where I teach the international client. So those clients are come from
Sir,
different country, okay, and they are also
sir,
wants to
one announcement.
learn the React technology. Okay, so this is your good time because
Hello, sir.
hello.
Sorry to disturb you. One announcement that we are sharing the link for the e-certificate. Kindly fill the details correctly, and you'll
Okay,
be receiving your certificate in your mail through your mail.
actually your voice
Thank
is
you, sir.
not
You may
clear.
continue, sir.
We are sharing the link for e-certificate. Okay, you can
Ha,
share. You can share.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, you may continue, sir.
Okay, I can continue. Okay, thank you so
Yes,
much.
yes.
Okay. So guys, I'm going to tell you, those students are not, those are the professional students, and they are come from the different country. Why they are come in India? Because they want to learn the React technology, and that is the free program from the Indian government side. So this is also good for you because this is the right time where you are going to learn the React technology. Okay, so just start learn, and I'm going to show you from where you can find out that file. Reload. I'm going to rename this file name. Suppose I'm going to give double A or react.jpg. That is the extension. Okay, now what is the API? Okay, guys, the first thing is please try to gain the practical knowledge. Okay, that will be your main target. Please try to gain the practical knowledge. If someone is asking in the interview time, okay, tell me what is the API, how you can tell them what is the means of API. API is just like application program interface. No, they don't want to listen that. They want the meaning of API. The API is I'm going to communicate with you. This communication is API. Okay, so here I'm going to show you what is my domain. My domain name is searchkiro.com. Okay, my server domain. Then slash, what is the folder name? I created AURO. Then what is the file name? REACT react dot, what is the extension? JPG. Click enter. Okay, here I got that file. So can anybody tell me inside this story what is the API? This image is API, or either this URL is API? Guys, this URL is the API, because if I'm going to share that URL in Australia or in USA, if that person hit that URL, they can also read that image, they can also get that image. So that URL is known as the API. Okay guys, so basically API is nothing, it's just URL which contains some information. Okay, now okay, is there anything? Okay, you can continue. Now guys, I'm going to share the information, new share the server information with you. Here, this is the URL. Okay, searchkiro.com:2082, that is the port number. Okay, and the username is searchke. Username is searchke, and the password will Pawan P capital @12345. Okay, now the question is how you can create your API. Guys, there are so many ways through which you can create your API, by using PHP, by using .NET, by using Java. Oh wow. And suppose sir, if I'm with you. I'm selecting that React native technology, and I start to work. And in the coming future, when I'm going for the interview time, suppose that time there is some company come for .NET hiring. So can I apply for that job or not? Because I choose the React technology, not that .NET, not PHP, not Java. Yes, you can. Why? Because here you can see this. Any application can't be possible without API. If you are creating a dynamic application, you have to use the web service, or for web service you have to use the PHP, you have to use the .NET, you have to use the Java. You have many options. Okay, you can choose the best option whichever you want, okay, based on the current market situation. Okay, now the next thing is database. So this is also a good point in the Android side. There are so many database, okay, in the Android side. One is the offline database, another one is the cloud database, or you can say that server database. So for the offline database, we can target the SQLite, because in the React side we also having the SQLite as well as RealM as well as Rome database. Okay, but in the cloud side we have MySQL as well as Oracle, okay, and any third party of cloud database. Okay, now sir, is there any plus point in the React side? Because I think React introduced by Facebook side, so Facebook has the monopoly to work on the React. So might be that will be the negative point, because as I know, JS is only the one technology that introduced so many frameworks. Angular also comes from the JS, React also comes from the JS, JX also comes from the JS, EX6 also comes from the JS. So how can I make sure that React has the carrier, or after the 10 years still the developers are choosing the React as compared to Flutter, as compared to Android, iOS? So guys, here the answer is yes, you can choose the React one, because the reason is, you know that Facebook is the very big brand company. Facebook doesn't want to get down this technology. Okay, and Facebook introduced so many third-party libraries. One of the example I'm going to give you, you know, the Firebase introduced by the Google, and you can use the Firebase through the Android Studio and as well as iOS side, but you can also use the Firebase through the React. Okay, and if you are using the Firebase, there is no need to create the API. Okay, so this is the plus point. If you are working in the React side, you can also work on the Firebase. So there is no need to choose the Android and iOS. Now at the end, I'm going to come on the conclusion. React Native cross-platform, open source, free, as well as you can reuse the code, and also that responsive, and guys, there's one more thing, that is the client side application. Client side. Client side means to say, if you are creating some Android application and you want to make some changes. So if someone is saying right now you have to make some changes in the existing application, that is not possible in the Android side, because firstly you have to make the changes, then you have to update the version in the Play Store side, then only you can reflect the feature. But if you are working on the React Native side, you can change the any information at any point of time. So this is the one of the biggest plus point for the React side. Okay, so that's why I'm going to suggest you have to choose the React as compared to Android and iOS. And guys, beside this, I already provide the server detail with you, database, and 7.8 testing. If you are making some application, you have to do the testing, and that is called as the manual testing, because automation testing can't be performed by your side, because that basically use some tool QTM, QTP. So if you are going to make some application, do one thing, you have to do the manual testing. How you can do the manual testing? Just check your application from your friend mobile, okay, whether applications are responsive, whether the functionality are achieved, if application is not hang out some of the time, if some special character are providing that login is automatically performed. So these are the point you have to do in your testing. Okay, that is called as the manual testing. Okay, and after the testing, you can publish your application in the Play Store side. Okay, so there is a very simple way to publish any application on the Play Store side. I'm going to show you. The first thing is, sir, here I have the code. I'm going to show you. Just give me a second. So here I have the code. This is the code, and this is the Android code, and I have the Android Studio. How I can generate the APK, because if I'm going to publish that application on the Play Store side, I have to put the APK, signed APK, on the Play Store. But how? So you have the Android Studio. You have the Android Studio. Import. Do one thing. Click on the file. New. Import project. There is no need to having the good knowledge in Android side. You just need to install the framework. Then file, new, import project. Then after that, go to the location. So my project is inside the Pawan Sharma, and the project name is AURO, and that here you can see this, the automatically Android icon just comes. This is the Android icon. Okay, so here I have to choose this Android app, and then I need to click on the OK. Okay, then it takes some time. Okay, because it's basically import that project, so it's takes some time to load that project. After importation is over, then what you have to do, here I'm going to show you. Because for signed APK, it can't be possible to generate the signed APK from the React side. So somehow you have to use the Android iOS. okay, Android as well as iOS. Now here I'm going to show you how you can put your application on the Play Store site. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay, so here this is the video how to publish the application on Google Play Store. Okay, for publishing a application on the Play Store site, you have to pay a $25 to the Google. Okay, then only you can publish. Okay, so here this video will help you to show you how to publish the application on the Google Play Store site. Okay, so through this video you can easily get the idea what is the process for publishing the video for publishing the application on the Play Store site. So guys, this is all the part I have to tell. Now if you have any query regarding this, you can ask to me, and apart from that I'm going to also show you from where you have to get the learning material about the React Native. So there is a official website for React Native. Every technology having their official website, so please try to read the information from those website. Okay, so for the React one, I'm going to show you here this one. So this is the React Native.dev for development. Okay, so this is the basic information, React fundamentals. Okay, so it's basically tell you what is the components and JSX props state, all these things. Okay, so you have to start from the text. Text means to say text input, edit text. Okay, where you have to submit the information. Okay, and apart from that, scroll view, and it also provide the coding. Okay, here you can see the code is also there. Okay, scroll view basically for scrolling the information. List view is basically providing the data in the list form, like number of chats, number of messages, number of mails. Okay, and okay, so this is the design. If you're targeting the design, so here there are some primary components are styles. Okay, you have to wait. Yeah, this one. So here you will get the idea how you can provide the style for the font, red font, blue. Okay, height and width, how you can set height and width, how you can provide the dimension for your text information. Because I have a very short time of period, within this short time of period it can't be possible to tell you everything about this technology. Okay, so I'm just providing the link from where you have to get the idea. Okay, so layout and flexbox basically is just a kind of layout through which you can alignment your information like this. This is called as the flex. Okay, it's images and all these kind of things. Okay, so this is the website. From here you will get the information about the React. In case if you have any query, if you have any doubt, I'm going to provide my email ID as well as my WhatsApp number to you. Okay, and in coming future, within a week, I'm going to upload my React Native lectures on my YouTube channel. You will get all the recording from there. Okay, and you can create application from your site. Now I'm going to tell you one more thing, sir. Right now we are in the college, And if you are selecting the React technology or mobile development, is there any plus point right now? So guys, the plus point is you can generate the revenue. Sir, how? Because we don't want to work on for the clients, because we don't have that much knowledge. Firstly, we have to learn, then only we can generate the revenue. But how? What are the way? So guys, here I'm going to tell you the medium through which you can easily generate the revenue through your application. How? You can create advertisement application. Okay, but how we can how we don't know how to provide the advertisement inside the application. Okay, you have to use the AdMob, you have to use the Facebook ads. Okay, there are so many other way, Unity ads. Okay, so these are the biggest platform. Okay, AdMob, Facebook ad, and Unity ads. Through these ads you can easily generate the revenue, because there are so many developers, those are primarily work on this advertisement side. Okay guys, you don't have any idea if some of the person from the USA, if they are going to click on your ad, you will get minimum $5 to $10 from that ad, clicking on that ad. That is called as the CPC. Okay, so this is the good point. Through this point you can get some interest, you will gain some interest to work on this technology.
Sir, there is a question from Om Shevil. What about the Flutter?
Sir, Flutter is good technology.
Yes.
I must tell you, if I'm going to give the rating out of 10, I'm giving 7 for Flutter and 9 for React Native. And what is the difference? Why I'm giving a 9 to React Native? The main difference is React is introduced by Facebook side. So Facebook is mainly targeting all type of application, because Facebook is providing ads, Facebook are providing the monetization, Facebook are providing the login. So if we are talking about and React is also the part of the JS. So in the coming future, if there are some kind of updation in the React side, we can easily work on those side. But if Google introduce some another platform for making the application, on that time we are stuck, we don't have any other option. Okay, and if you are saying that sir, if React is closed after 5 years or 10 years, then what option we have? Sir, you are good on that time on JS. You have so many option in JS side, and in the current market there are more than 15 technologies are running on the JS side. You can select any technology. As I am developer, I must say, if I have 8 years of experience, I can either apply for React Native, either I can apply for React JS, also I can apply for Angular JS.
Okay, thank you, sir. One more question. Do we get all functionality of native coding in cross-platform development?
Meanwhile, I'm giving the answer
Okay.
from your question side. Do we get all the functionality from React coding in cross-platform? Yes, you can.
Okay, okay. So I think Babri ma'am, no more question in Q&A.
Sir, one more question is there. Is the React Native framework integrate and interact with other existing native codes?
Yes, ma'am.
And is React Native can React Native be downloaded free?
Yes, ma'am. We can freely download. I already told you it's a open source. Many times I'm told in the session, this software is open source.
Mhm.
So there is no need to pay a single penny to anyone. You have to pay only to the Google for publishing the application for Android one as well as iOS. The charges for iOS is around $100, $99 might be.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Uh,
Apart from this, if you have any other query or if your student have any other questions, they can ask me from my mail.
we'll mail it to you, or they may
Okay.
also directly mail because you have shared your email ID.
Yeah, I already shared.
Yes, sir. Sir, it's good to know that we have participants from all over India and outside of India also. I can
Okay.
see attendees from Dhaka, Philippines, Bali, UK, and lots more. And dear attendees, thank you for attending the webinar. We hope that you found the webinar very informative and worthwhile. Mr. Pawan Sharma, sir, thank you for speaking to our students and attendees and sharing your expertise. We are grateful for the time and effort you took to share your thoughts and experience with all of us. Kindly accept our sincere appreciation on behalf of Oro University. We'd like to see you in our campus also in near future. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pawan sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, and good luck for your career.